What is going on out there, good people, and welcome back to LMD Trading, where I am living my dream trading. Hope everybody out there is doing well today. As for myself, I'm doing pretty good. Sitting back down at this desk, just looking at the numbers, looking at the charts. Said, let me go ahead, let me get this recap out the way on a day that we just needed to take one trade to be able to request another payout with Profitrade. This will be our third payout request in just about as many weeks. Been trading with Profitrade either 3 or 4 weeks now, and we will be requesting our third payout. Last night, the market opened at 6 o'clock. I took a trade at just about 6 o'clock. There is a video for that trade, or several trades, and at that time had made $50. That's all. I could have took a loss. I could have lost some money, but made $50, met the requirement for 7 days. And at that time I was like, do I want to trade the next morning and risk that $50 to maybe add a few more dollars to the payout? The good thing about anything that I make now, it's a 90-10 split with Profitrade. This particular account that I'm trading out of now, I was cheap, I was skimping, and I bought one of the eco evals. And commercial time, Profitrade still has some deals going on. Thumbnail, my video thumbnail has my promo code LMD365. Use that code, y'all. Take advantage of the deals that they have going on right now. They do have some different products. We'll take a look at those here in a minute. I'm not totally familiar with these new products, but promo code is on the thumbnail and in the description. Take advantage of it. You don't have to put much of your own money up. And if you have a solid, profitable edge, you can make money. First payout I requested, $2,100. Might have cost me $150, $200. Second payout, $2,300. That one cost me right about $100. It was an eval and a PA fee. That was it. This one here, about the same. So if you have edge in this market, if you have a profitable strategy, prop firms, they're not all evil. Some of them are making changes to kind of make it a little harder on trying to get payouts. But at the end of the day, if you have a profitable system, they work. But enough of that. Let's go on over. I'm going to jump on over into Profitrade real quick. We're going to look and see what we did today. Like I said, made about $50 last night. I went on and I used that $50. I decided if I saw some decent trades, I'm going to take them. And I was trading fearless while taking those trades, y'all. No fear. Why have fear when you have an edge and you can trust the trade? So I'm going to jump on over to Profitrade and we're going to see these numbers for today. So as you see, time range today, balance $391. You add that $50, we made $441 today. That's on profits of $411. Gave back $19.43. Paid $64.80 in commissions, $19.43 in drawdown. And don't always forget, because I'm always tell you, commission's just a part of doing business, y'all. We as traders are businesses. This is a business. Don't look at it no other way. You're going to have some fees associated with that business. That's my commissions. Profit factor 21. That's banging. Total trades says 51. Again, that's contracts. Average trades, I made $7.68 a trade. I'm not over here killing it. You're not seeing me make $100 a trade, $200 a trade, but I'm making $391. This is crazy. Average time in a trade, 44 seconds. I have never seen it that low. Crazy. Average winner, $8.22. Average loser, $19.43. What this tells me is I only lost one trade because my losses is $19.43. My average is $19.43. You take the total number of losses, you divide it by the total number of losses or trades that was. That's how you get the average. $19.43. Max winner, $16.47. Max losing. Again, there's that 1943 number. Consecutive winners was 50 contracts. Again, this is contracts. Consecutive losers, there we go. One contract. Consecutive profits, 411. And we lost that 1943. Let's come on down. Take a look at these trades real quick. Look at this, y'all. Again, I'm not getting rich off one trade, but my strategy tells me I can do this. I can lose $19.43 on that one contract and then come back and hit them across the head. Look at all them $7.46. This is at least 10 of them there. $75. Keep scrolling down. Look at that. You see a whole lot of $8.30 ones there. Again, that's probably more than 10. It's $83. It adds up, y'all. Look at that. Keep going. $8, $8, $8. That's what you call hammered in. And then you see this $19.43 trade. This trade right here was actually a part of all of this. Technically, I didn't have any losing trades, but I kept a runner on. This was the runner, 2 contracts. Let it come back against me and stop me out. Look at the times I was in this trade. 12:17 in 15 seconds, 12:17, 15 seconds, 12:17 and 16 seconds. These are all the same trades. These 2 contracts should have been $16.57. I just tried to let it run, and sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. I had already locked in good profit. So that's what we did today, y'all. But let's go ahead. Let's come all the way up here and let's look and see where we're at on the grand scheme of things. This is what I'm talking about. Right now, balance in the account is $53,181.40. Look at the drawdown, y'all. $31.81, and I ain't used up none of it. No daily loss, none of that. Let's come on over here. Profit target. 2,600 is my profit target. I'm sitting at $31.81.50. What's that? 581 bucks over it. Killing it, y'all. Killing it. Now, the decision. I got 2 decisions. 1, how much do I want to withdraw? 2, do I want to keep trading? Because if I request a payout right now, I won't be able to trade this account until they approve the payout, which is usually on Friday. Today is Thursday. And then, like I said, how much do I want to request? Let's come up here and look. Remember, I always say that this is shaded when I'm normally clicking it. I always say it's shaded gray, but it's really shaded green. Guess what, y'all? It is not shaded right now. I can click this button, which I'm going to do. Booyah. And look, now this is not shaded, and it's giving me that little finger thing. So if I click it, it's going to request. But let's come over here. Let's look at some numbers real quick. Profits again, 31.81. Now let's look at this profit share. And I have a better understanding of this now. Profit share. So 90% up until 581. So this $581, I'm getting 90% of that. So that's going to be well over $500. Because you figure $90 on every 100, 90 on every 100, $8 off every 10 right there. So that's well over 500. But after this $581, anything that I request, I'm getting 50 cents on the dollar. Easy math. Let's say that I request $1,581. They're going to pay me 90 cents on the dollar for this $581. So I'm going to get about 500 and some change. And then on the 1,000, I'm going to pay 50 cents on the dollar to get my money, meaning they're going to give me $500 and they're going to keep $500. My question now to myself is, how much of that do I want to give them? Because I can continue to grow this and I'm getting 90% of it. I'm getting 90% of that. It's once I get into this $2,600. So let's say I try to take the max out. Let's say I do the max. I want to pull out $2,300. On this first 500, I'm going to get 90%. I'm going to get a little over $500. And then easy math, let's say the other $1,800, I'm going to get $900 and I'm going to give them $900. Oh, why did I be a cheapskate and not do the account that I can get 100%? Because I have a winning strategy, y'all. I skimped. And now probably we'll take a look and see. Probably maybe about a $40 difference, I'm thinking. It's going to cost me well over $1,000, y'all. It's going to cost me if I max out and I try to do, and I do 2,300, I'm going to give them $900. I'm probably resigned to just giving them $900 because I think I want to do the max payout. But that's how it works, y'all. I can request up to as little as $250. I'm maxed out, which is the 2,300. I've met my 7 days, and I can click that button right there, and it is going to send that over. I'm not going to do it right now. I'm going to cancel that. Let's take a look at these new challenges that they have real quick. And then I'm going to look at a couple of those trades on the charts. But notice, remember, it used to just be an eco and a boost. Now they've added career. So I'm going to highlight this info just so we can see. So it says career accounts are for traders focused on building a long-term partnership with Profitrade. These accounts are closely monitored to ensure consistent, sustainable growth, featuring a 25% profit split within the threshold and 50% above the threshold, all at a highly competitive rate. So I'm assuming it's going to be super cheap. The evaluation period for a career account requires a minimum of 5 trading days to be eligible. Withdrawal rule: you must reach threshold to make a payout request. And then I'm assuming everything after that is going to be the same. Activity rule: keep your account active by trading at least once every 7 days. That's been around for all of the accounts since their inception. Let's go over eco. Smart trading meets affordability with Eco's benefit from a 50% profit split within the threshold, 90% above, a balanced choice for consistent and cost-effective trading. Withdrawal rule: you must reach the threshold to make a payout request, and it's still that at least 7 days, every 7 days. They don't want you to just buy a bunch of accounts and sit on them. They don't want you, because there is no reoccurring fees. So they want you to at least take one trade every 7 days. Now let's look at the boost. Boost accounts are designed to maximize your gains with a 90% profit split, both within and above the threshold, 100% for the first 25K per user. Perfect traders seeking higher rewards. Withdrawal rule: you must reach the threshold to make your payout. It's nothing different there. So that's the different ones. So now let's look at the cost associated with them. So 25K, it's $145. Smart Trail, $160. Ambition, $205. And this is just based on the account balance size. For me, right there, y'all, the $50,000 account for me is where it's at. Again, max drawdown. Look at this. Between the 50,000 and the 100,000, it's only $500 more drawdown that they're going to give you, but you got to make $3,000 more dollars. Now, at least between the 150 and the 50, they give you $2,500 more drawdown. But now you got to make $9,000. You got to make $6,000 more. For me, this is where it's at. Let's come on down. This is the pro. Difference between the smart and the pro is the drawdown mode. This is a trail. This is the end of day. Same amount. I'm not sure how it's going to affect when I put my coupon code in, though. Let's go to Eco. Now with Eco, they're letting you go direct. They're letting you just spend $329 and you can go straight into a 25K PA account. You can go straight into a 50K PA account. Direct Express. Now it just, what is the difference? Oh, no, because it's still, look at it. It's still trail equity, still trail equity, still a 50%, 50% split. Oh, here we go. Consistency. You can only make 20% of $1,600 per day. Up here, you can make 40% of $1,600 per day. This one here limits the amount of money you can make per day. Trail, same $160. Same $160. Nothing changes there. And then they offer Express. Express, you have 15 days to pass. Express, once you pass, they do refund your money. So you spend $59, you pass, they give you your $59 back. On 100K, they will give you your $85 back. Scroll on up, scroll on up. Let's look at Boost. Boost, notice that number did not change. But now you're getting 100%. Notice they didn't have that Direct Express one. Let's come on down. 106 is the same amount, y'all. You know where it's going to change at? When I put that coupon code in, guaranteed. Same thing. Trail, end of day, same amount, and they don't offer an Express for this one. Now, let's go ahead. Let's come on back over to career. Let's punch in LMD365. Use that code if you are wanting to purchase an account. 90% off looks like it. Look at that. Took it from $160 to $16. So you can get a 50K account, $16 on the career, $32 on the pro. I told you, 160. I knew that coupon code was going to make it a little different, though. So $32 on this one. Only thing difference is you're going end of day balance as opposed to trail equity. And that's it. Let's check out Eco. Eco 263 will get you into a PA account. Just so that you know, if you do just the 25K, what was that one like? Let's come on down. Let's see how much it is. $43. So it's $43 plus 85. 43 and 85, spending about 128. So you're going to pay about 140 more to go just direct and bypass having to do the eval. And you come down here to the direct expert. Now you're only spending about 20 bucks more. Because remember, 43 plus the 85, because you got to pay the 85 to go PA. You're going to be spending about 120 something. You can go right here and you're going to spend about 20 something dollars more. So that's the difference between those two. This one here will get you with the consistency, though. You just got to keep your daily gains to a small amount. Let's come on down here, though, to where it really matters if you're going to do an eval. $48 now for the Eco. $48. That's going to pay you 50% up to threshold. Anything over threshold, they're going to pay you 90. Come on down to Pro. Difference, trail versus end of day. Now you're paying $112 for a 50K. Express, $58. Me personally, I'm going to just do this one. That's just me. I would just do that one. It's one time $58. You pass it, they're going to give you that $58 back. and then you pick the profit account that you want. That's no different than any of the other ones. That's the $85 I keep referring to. So that's Eco. Let's look at Boost. Boost, now you're paying $296 to go direct. It's 100% profit share split. Scroll on down. Now look how much it's $130 to try to go into a 25K. You add the 85 to it. You add 210. Now you're paying about $80 more to go direct. $144 for a 50K. When these first started, they were nowhere near that price. Look at that. They don't change the price between these two because they're getting it up out of you. Trail, end of day, same price. Same price on the 100K. You notice I don't focus on these. Me personally, like I said, I think 50K. Some people that like the threshold increase, 150. Definitely 150. The other thing, the profit is not much different unless they came and changed it. With a 50K, you saw the max is 2,300. With this one, I think it was 2,700. It's not much difference. It's not like how this is 3,000 and that's 6, and they'll let you take 5,000 off of that one. Because if they were doing that, trust me, I'll be over here trading that $100,000 account. It's not like that. So that's the difference between them. But again, be sure to use LMD 365 for whichever one that fits your trading style. But let's go ahead. I'm already into my 20 minutes. I like to keep my videos at 20 minutes. I done already got into that. Let's jump on over to TOS real quick. I'm going to blow up this chart. This is my 1 minute chart. Let's take a look at these trades real quick, and then I'm going to get y'all on your way. And for those that want to stay, what I will do, because it is 5:40 Eastern time, what I will do is I'm going to mark my chart up for the 6 p.m. session start to see where we're at. But let's take a look. It was only 2 trades that we took today. First one was at 10:55, 10:56, around that time. So let's come on over 10:55. And I probably already had these marked because, again, I'd be posting in my Discord to let people kind of see what I'm doing. So got home and I noticed, look, the market's in this little up channel. So I drew it. Let me cancel right extension. That's what I had it based on. That right there. That's what it was based on. So we'll extend it out to the right. And I got long as market was coming up. If you catch my video from earlier, you'll see that this orange was an hourly level. Teal or aqua, whatever you want to call that. That's the 15-minute level. So you had both of those levels up there, plus this little intraday one that I had just drawn. Market came up and it pulled back, and this black line right here is previous day's close. I was looking for this to come down and bounce off of previous day's close, push back up. It did just that. I jumped in. It moved up. I trail stopped it. Could have made a little bit more money just getting out up here, but I trail stopped it and it came back, stopped me out right there. That was first trade. That put me up about $221 on the day, including the $50 from last night. Actually, no, I'm sorry. That was about $270 in that trade. So a little bit more, but market kept going. I left. I came back home. I noticed we're in a downtrend. Let me cancel that right. That's how I based it. 0.1, 0.2. Notice whenever, this is something important, y'all, for me. May not be important for you. Whenever I start my channel, if it has that wick is a battle. I never put that wick inside of my channel. It is always gonna be on the outside because that's the fight. That's the fight in that wick. But started it, boom. That's one. That's two. I'll come down to the low side and I'm trying to get as many points to touch. That wick is a fight. This wick, just a little bit. That's bulls doing what they do, pushing it back in. Another little fight. You got a little wick. Bears thought they had it. Bulls was like, nope. So that's the down channel. I'll extend that to the right. Market came down and then it came up. I'm going to show you. I had both of these going at the same time. Cancel the right extension on that one. That was me starting the channel. I used this point now, this valley, and I used that mountain. That's one. That's two. Again, I don't have my wicks inside of my channel. That's the battle. And then I come down to the bottom. Notice those wicks are outside of it. So that's the fight. I'll extend that to the right now. So in this little up channel that's trying to break out of the down channel, this came up. You see that arrow right there? That's where I entered the short on that trade that made the $8 and something per contract. I was playing this to flush back down, and I'm gonna tell you where my entry was at. My entry was at 684, 20684. Let's come on up. Look at that. That's just about right there on that candle. And I got out of that at 679. So I'm gonna drop an arrow at 679. Right there. In, out. That's all I'm looking for. But look how much I left on the table. And this was a limit order out. This was just boom. It hit my target and got me out of the trade. And then, oh, good Lord, this could have been $1,000 day. Easy. Could have easily made $1,000 today had I held just a piece of this. Remember how I held a piece of this one? Oh no, I did hold a piece. I'm sorry. I held a piece. I held two of them, wicked me back up, and then it tanked out. So had I gave this a little bit more room, say gave it all of this candle, because on that last one, it wicked me out at 686. Oh, I'm sorry, 688. Let's see what 688 is at. 688. Okay, so I did give it. It's dirty. That's dirty, y'all. Let's remove that arrow. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna highlight this candle. I'm gonna go up there. The high of that candle is 68825. High of that candle, 68875. High of that candle, 68875. I should have had my stop at 689. If you catch the video from last night, I did the same thing, y'all. I put my stop inside of the candle. That thing came up, wicked me out, and then flushed out. I just jumped right back in heavy last night after it wicked me out because I knew it was coming down. I said I went on tilt, but it wasn't on tilt, y'all. It was actually well thought out entry. But this was our last trade of the day. Took that about 12 something. Killer flush out. Killer flush out. I did say I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna mark my charts up real quick. So let's do that real quick. One thing I will do, I'm gonna come in. I'm gonna get a lot of this stuff off the chart that is not in play right now. Let's see. Let's do that. We'll keep that teal one on there. I'm gonna get rid of this one here. Oh no, Control Z. If you ever delete a channel and you wasn't trying to delete it or any drawing, just Control Z. That'll bring it back. See, I just did that one. There we go. I want to get rid of that little one there. Let's see. Just trying to do a little little housekeeping. Get rid of some of this stuff that ain't in play. I'm gonna come over here to the 1 minute chart now. This is not, it could come in play, but it's not in play. So I'm gonna get rid of it. All right, so we're good. Let's go ahead. Let's take a look at, I'm gonna get rid of this one. What I'm trying to get clean is the 5 minute so I can actually see some stuff. There we go. 5 minute is not really showing much, y'all. It's an up channel right here. You see that point there? I can go from that point. I can go right there. Notice I didn't come all the way up to this point. Put it there. I can come down. I'm going to use the midline. Use the midline, which is running right through here. That's going to tell me where my base is at. So I'm going to get rid of these old ones. I don't want to because that one is working. Nah, we're not going to do that, y'all. Let me do that. Let me come over here. I'm going to delete that one because these old 5 minute channels, they're working. So I'm not going to mess with them. But what I am going to do, I'm going to draw this down channel real quick on this 1 minute. And I can come off of this pivot here and I can come down, but I'm going to look at this both ways. Watch this. So I'm going to come here and I'm going to use this area and then I'm going to come here and I'm going to look at it like this and see. Remember, I'm always looking at the midline, so the dashed line in between. See the dashed line in between there? When I do that, I'm looking at that. Notice when I put that right there, look at where the midline is at. Notice this. If I put it here, look at where the midline is at. But if I come here, we're right at it. We're right at it. I was going to start this channel using the bottom, but boom, look at that. That's where I'm going to have it at, right there. That looks pretty good to me. That's all I need on my chart. I'm not going to come back over. I'm not going to mess with the 5 minute. And again, it can start looking jumbled, especially when you got an hourly. And I deleted the 15, which was the teal looking one. But then you have a couple of 5 minute ones. That's a 5 minute that started probably Monday. This is 5 minute that started today. And then the 5 minute that I wanted to start, which I didn't. I'm going to duplicate this channel though, just because we're on the low side of it. Stack it. And now you see that's where the stack is at. So we're just getting into the top of it. I can delete that because that is nowhere in play. And that's it, y'all. So now what I will do is now I have expectation. Going short, I need this to break this midline. I needed to break the midline. This is coming down. It's coming down. I needed to break over this 5 minute up channel, and I will be looking for longs. Those are my two plays. I have no other plays. That's it. I want to see this break this midline, 751, 750, somewhere around there. And this is coming down to 745. Or it's just going to give a wick that's just going to shoot straight down. Boom, straight down. Or I want to see it come up and get over 766. Call it 766. Get over that. And that got room up to 780. So you see which one has the more risk to reward. You see the one that has the most money, most spread. This is 66 to 80. That's 14 points. This is 52 to 45, 7 points. Which one would you want to trade? I would want to see this come up to here and go. But one thing, and I forgot I changed these last night, y'all. I'm so used to the 15 being right here. I mean, the 5, this is not a 5-minute. This is a 15-minute. The 5 is down here. I'm wondering, like, why does my 5-minute look so jumbled up? Because it shouldn't look that bad. That's the 5-minute down there. And if I look at that, I really don't see any new 5-minute levels. This is fairly flat. It's very shallow angle. I can come from here to here and go that way. It's outside of the channel right now. So it broke that one because that's a low and that's a higher low. So you could start that up channel. If you notice, 5-minute is green. So technically the 5-minute could be looked at as bullish. But if you notice, these moving averages are about to cross. The 10 is about to cross below the 20. That'll flip this chart red. And we see that the 1-minute flipped red way over here. Flip red way over there, and it's pressing. So what I'm gonna do, y'all, the market has 5 minutes. I'm not gonna sit here and wait 5 minutes. I'm gonna pause this video and we'll see what the market does when it opens. So be right back. All right, y'all, we're back. I just noticed something. We got 10 seconds left, but look at this, y'all. Look at the bid and the ask right now. The market's not open, but it's telling me where the market wants to open at 74. That's up here. Let's see. Look. Look at that. I just caught that, literally. And I hate when this does this. I did it last night when the market opened back up. Just had to flip it. Let's go. Come on, thing. I caught that at the last second. Wow. The market told me where it was going to gap up to. Right at the bid and ask. But remember what I said? I want to see this gap up over all of this to go long. I'm hands off. I'm hands off. I don't plan on taking no trades. I don't have Profitrade open right now. But that was pretty doggone interesting. I have never paid attention to that. Never. But I just happened to look up there and I'm like, why is the bid ask not the same at where the market is? But notice what it did. It gapped up there, pushed back down, and now we're right back where we're at. That was boring. That was boring. And notice, look what else it did. You see that? You see the wick? It came down and it wicked right below where I said I wanted to be short at. Basically right in that range. So now what I would usually do is watch these next 2 to 3 minutes and see if the market wants to pick a side. If it doesn't pick a side, okay, no action. But yeah, that was pretty cool to see that the bid and the ask were going to make the market open up here. Notice the volume in that candle when the market opened. It surpassed pretty much everything other than this candle right here. And it did surpass that one at 402 when the market had closed. These here going to be high because people trying to work their positions out. Notice next candle, volume has fallen way off. And it's dropping. That's previous day's close because that's where the market closed at. So it's going to give me that line now. This line will come into play all day tomorrow. Previous day's highs all day tomorrow. And it's a red one somewhere down there. Wow. Where is the red one at? That's crazy. Can't find previous day's low. But yeah, it's fairly lackluster. It's not like yesterday. Yesterday, it gapped up and it gapped down and it stayed down. And I went short, got in a little too soon, somewhat got blazed. But look, we're outside of the down channel now. It's fighting to get back in that up channel. Anybody that knows me, I always say if we get back in the up channel, next move is going to be violent. So if this can close inside of this 5-minute channel, can expect a pretty violent move, should be able to expect a pretty violent move up to midline. It's going to have to get over that wick right there. So what's that? That is 772. It would have to get over 772. But look at the bulls. They fighting. The bears is like, nope, we're not having it. Kind of pushing it down. This is that bowl. I mentioned this the other day. I like to see the volume creating that bowl. That's good. That's good. The volume is higher than the previous candle. Next candle, I expect that candle to be just like that one. That's the break. Let's see. Let's see if it holds. I try not to jump in that candle right off rip. I want to let that candle work for about 30 seconds. Sometimes you might miss the move, but it gives me confirmation. I like confirmation in anything I do when it comes to the market. I like that confirmation. This candle closes above this channel and it breaks the high. All bets off. I'd be seeing what the range on that candle right now is 3.25. I'd be in that position long in a heartbeat. But again, I'm hands off. I'm still undecided on what I want to do about this payout, y'all. So kind of hands off. I don't really know if I want to give anything back on a trade. Look at that doji candle. Opened and closed at the same spot. Breaks the high of that candle, though. It's 3-point stop. Oh, that's a 3-point stop on one contract. You literally can risk $6. There she goes. Come on, y'all. Come on now. Y'all got to give me some. Y'all got to give me some. Watch this. Watch, I'm going to put, look at that. I got that highlighted off of that wick. It just has to break that wick and it's running. It's gone. It is gone. That candle just has to close above the wick. And the wick is, you can see the little line is going across. It closes above that. Oh, good God. I'd be up 1R, by the way. And if I took that trade, I would have been hammered in. It wouldn't have been no 1 MNQ, y'all. Y'all know how I do it. I'm fearless with it. I probably would have had about at least 10 MNQs. Oh, good Lord. Y'all get to see it, though, firsthand. This is what I do. This is what I do. I'm not addicted. I'm dedicated. I just work on honing this thing, y'all. And it is what it is. This was all thought out. Y'all saw me think it out. This is coming up to there. Come on. It's going to basically battle every candle to the left. Look at that. Look where that wick was at off that candle. Let's come over here. Look where that candle at. It literally fights candles because it's like players in these candles that don't want to see their candle get broke. But my entry would have been 769 with a 3-point stop. And we're up 7 points. I'd be up 2R. And this would have been a good trade. And again, what did I say? I want to see it close over this area and break the high. We got it. If I was up, I'm probably have my stop right there, right below that candle, because I don't want to see no candle get broke below. So let's see what that candle does. And then I'm going to go ahead and shut this one down. But yeah, I would just be what they call bar by barring. Just bar by barring the trade. And with that candle like that, I would go ahead and move it up there because that candle is about to close. That candle is closed. Now I'm just bar by barring. I don't want to see no candle close below the previous candle. If it does, I'm gonna get about 1 point some R out of this trade. Easy. But me personally, I don't buy into the entire thing of I'm needing 2 R out of each trade. I want at least 1 R. And if my strategy is hitting at 75, 80%, them 20% that I lose 1 R in, I'm good. I would be stopped out right there. I almost was like, oh, I'm stopped out, but I'm not in a trade. So yeah, I would have got stopped out right there, but I would have locked in all of that profit. I would have locked all that profit in, and that's why I would have did it. But if you're still watching, man, I appreciate it. I appreciate y'all still checking me out. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna wrap this one up. I'll probably try to snip that too and just make that into its own video. But as always, thanks for checking me out. If you hadn't hit that like button, please do so. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. And as always, we can continue the conversation in the comment section. I see some people in my comments that's killing it with Profitrade. They locking them profits in and they getting their payouts. That's what it's all about, y'all. So remember, if you do want to get a Profitrade account, use that LMD365 code. Be on the lookout. I'm working on an ebook, just kind of breaking down my strategy. One of my strategies, but this is my main strategy that I like to trade. And this thing would have wicked me out, and it's about to go up there to that line, y'all. It is literally up to the midline. It just like shot a wick up there out of nowhere. But all right, I'm done. I don't think I'm gonna take any trades tonight, y'all. I am focused on getting this payout. I'm gonna show a mouse pad. Real quick, and then we're gonna wrap it up. This sits on my desk. People say $400 a day trading don't really add up to nothing. It's $100,000 a year. 1K a day. That's $250 a year. That's a 6-figure job. To sit at home for a couple hours a day. I made $400 today. Every other day this week, I made about $500. Other than them days, I was just trying to lock in. So remember that, y'all. You don't have to be out here making $2,000, $3,000 a day. Now, is it nice to make $4,000 a day? Ooh, guess what? You would be a millionaire. But that's putting in work. That's lawyers making millions have been in the game forever. Doctors making millions have been in their profession. I say the game, their profession for years. You're going to have to be in this thing for a while to be locking in 4K a day. So remember that. On that note, I'm up out of here. This is probably one of my longest videos. If you, like I said, if you're still watching, you are the real deal. You don't believe me that this thing is still going up. We're going to end the video right there. Look at it. Y'all saw it. Peace.